made it, guys. I made it. I made it. Oh, wait a second. My light is on. All right, I'm back. Oh, man. What's up, everybody? Guys, I had to do a lot of stuff before the stream started. I had to finish my workout, take a shower, do some shopping and stuff. Holy moly. I barely made it in time. How are you guys doing today? Let's see. Let me put some music as well. Holy crap. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of music in the background. There are some stuff on my nose. It's fine. Alright, let's see who's here. Gilgamesh, Mefe, Time for Rock, Mighty Ace. So I liked it before started. Appreciate you, man. Danielle, what's up? Instrument rare for 2 armament have been so good. Guys, what the hell is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, this thing right here is insane. This thing right here is insane, I tell you. Before the stream started, again, I had to do a lot of stuff, right? I worked out, took a shower, did some grocery storing, but before that, I also did a little bit of like math on these because I couldn't wait for the stream. And oh my god, this is insane. And also this Dominate, guys, this 30%, right? This one, this 30% is a separate multiplier. Yes, it is a separate multiplier. Now that is changing things quite a lot. I mean, Toppler, I would still recommend you having Toppler, okay? Because it does apply a debuff, and then this Dominate effect, this 30%, this is a different kind of like buff, right? This is a debuff, and this is a buff, so they stack. They don't overlap and cancel each other or something like that, because they are two different stuff. They stack. So yeah, the correct play is you still have some Topplers in your marches, but yeah, I think it is recommended for you to have one Dominate. And this is a separate multiplier, and you know what that means, man. You know what that means. These are some initial stuff we have been finding out. I still want to do a little bit of testing. Okay, we will do a little bit of testing, but also this charge. Oh my god, this is absolutely madness. Let me read the chat. Boomslang, type she, time to cook. Yes, indeed. Cerbero, what's up? Parker, whiskey time with the chef. Man, Parker, enjoy your whiskey, man. Enjoy. I've come to return the raid to Ephraim God. Hey, Cerbero, welcome, man. Welcome from Ephraim Found Love. Yo, Oscar, what's up? Pedro Arthur, what's up? Akbar, let's try Pincer 2 Blue Horn Extra Rage. Yeah, this is, guys, this is a so. I did a little bit of simulation on this thing, and this is a type of inscription that falls into category of you must convert. So if you have a raider, you must convert this to charge. And that is big improvement. And the good thing is, it's only three conversion stones. It's only 3 conversion stones, right? Unlike this Thundering, if I were to convert my Thundering from 10% to like 12.5%, right? I am spending entire 10 conversion stones to gain 2.5% boost, right? That's entire 10. But here I'm only spending 3 And this guy is absolutely banana nuts. It's insane. Ergundir, good afternoon. This charge inscription, man, yes indeed, holy moly, it is indeed. Alien Alvarez, what's up, man? Pain pills, what's up? Charge is so good, bro. Indeed. I'll explain why charge is so good. Okay, I'll explain why charge is so insane. This is not an overhype. Okay, I'm not overhyping things. As you know, I don't usually, overhype that stuff, but this charge is deserves the stuff. It's oh boy. Hey, it's Let's. Good evening, my guy. Good evening. Let's go. Lilith cooked so much with charge, and Bulwark Gold and Bludgeon Blue is also great. Yeah, this is also great as well. Yes. This is also great. Bulwark is, let's see. It says basic attack damage, right? So it's not really going to proc, unfortunately, on open build. But just in case, we might test it. Okay. Let's see. Which armaments are priority to convert? My guy, today we are gonna be doing some testing. I generally have a good idea now on what to convert and what to not, and what is to prioritize. But still, we need to do some testing to like actually finalize the idea. Maybe like, we are missing something. That's why we need to do some testing and understand the PINCER 2 better before we like reach into this conclusion. Okay. Most likely I am gonna be making a video after this live stream where we get all of their answers. So you can also expect like a video there. I will go over which to convert this stuff. Let's see. Dom, what's up? I spent 6 stones already. Took charge, worth it. Yeah, man, this is absolutely madness. Bilik brother, can you dedicate a chupapi munano? Yo, I heard that. I think I heard that. You say that chupapi, something like that, right? You whisper it. I have no idea what that is, but yeah. Just noticed you can have charge in battle, the double inscription. Does charge cooldown begin on trigger or after you get rage? So the cooldown on this thing begins on the turn you get the rage, which means that both of your commanders can, when they are casting their skill, both of your commanders will generate rage. Okay, Davor sent me a screenshot. He already tested this, and that is the case. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A few months ago, we forced Mr. Hope to say it on live. What does it mean, man? What does it mean? Many people can pronounce the letter N. What's it? Ah, I see. Chupapi Muniano. Chupapi Muniano. Chupapi Muniano. Smite 3 got Rejuvenate. Yes, it did. This charge. So ready to see how much bundle I have to buy. I think it's fine, man. Which armament priority to convert? Yo, Mac Gaming. Again, today we need to do some testing, okay? and then we'll see. Okay, so far charge, this blue inscription is must convert. Dominate, I think you might need to convert one of them, but or you don't need to convert because this is from Autarch anyway. So if you're low on conversion stones, you don't need to convert, just wait. I do recommend still having some topplers on your marches, but yeah, you can have one dominate, that's the idea. Bulwark, no. Bulwark, no need. This is absolutely useless in open field. Very good on rally garrison. Tidebreaker, this one, it's the last priority as well because you're only gaining 2.5% extra boosts. Now, I have not really seen Rattling to Vigor is nah. It's not hard-headed to Bolstered is nah. I've already seen this, so you don't really need to convert hard-headed to bolstered. It's like nothing. Raider to charge is absolutely yes. Demolisher to cleaver, we need to test this, okay? We need to test this. Okay, let me, where's my Excel? Hold on a second. Let us let me do this. Yep. Okay. Tests. Okay, so let's before we go ahead and do some testing, we need to like just make it clear that what we need to test first, right? So that it is much more tidy. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So here it says if our target is 50% and up, whenever we are doing smite damage, we are doing the damage for a 20% increased damage for 3 seconds, right? So does this cover the first initial smite damage or it after? Most likely it covers, but let's see. Dominate. Let me write. 3 sec covers the initial damage. Most likely it will cover, okay, but just in case we need to like verify this. Let me move this. Yeah, let's make this small. What else we points? I will read the chat in a bit. Just give me a second. Uh, 30% is it. This is also dominate. 30% is AoE. Most likely it is AoE, okay? This 30% right here, this one is most likely AoE, but just in case, you know, we just test it and make sure that it is. So yeah, that's with the dominate. This bludgeon is pretty obvious. It can hit up to 3 enemies, right? So it is an AoE. You have 60% chance to ignore 30% defense. This is quite good. I mean, Imploder, like, Imploder is still nice though. Like this 20% defense, your other marches are gonna benefit from this debuff as well. I would say you can also have a mix of Imploder, right? Couple of Imploder and maybe one Bludgeon, right? This Bludgeon is you are yourself doing quite a bit amount of damage. This Imploder is applying debuff. It's just same as Toppler and Dominate. Now we need this cleaver thingy. We need to find some answers. For every 200 damage factor exceeded, the wielder troops ignores 5% of target's health, right? 5% H. Wait. Cleaver. Okay, cleaver. 5% HP ignored is debuff or buff, right? Because if it's a debuff, then it is only applied to that current target, but it's kind of like if it's like a buff, then even if I change target, it is still gonna be there. So it's a big difference that we need to find out. The first question, second question is 5% HP. Let's say if debuff, okay, if it's a debuff, then is it AoE? Okay, if it's a debuff, then is it AoE? If it's a debuff, is it AoE? But if it's happened to be a buff, then we don't really need to test this fourth, because we would have our answer on the third. Now the rage gain is we know what's up. Yeah, these are the points. Yeah, this is the point that we need to test. Charge, this is self-explanatory. We don't really need to test this. I mean, there are some tests done already. Like, does this cooldown start from that turn or the next turn? And that was already tested, so it does start from that turn. So both of your commanders will benefit. Yeah, just in case, guys, just in case. Yeah, let's just bulwark. Does combo trigger it? So most likely, you know, basic attack damage means just straight up you're getting attacked, right? But just in case, guys, just in case, to make sure that it is working that way, we shall test if the combo is triggering this or not. Just in case, because who knows, the description is wrong. We cannot really trust the description 100% of the time, because it can be wrong. And I guess that's about it. Yeah, this is nothing. Yeah. All right, there we go. Those are the 5 points that we need to test. Those are the 5 points we need to test. Tavor is writing something. Let me know. Let me see. What? If you have an instant proc smite and active skill cast at the same time, both are increased by dominate after 5 instances. Also, Billy, can you actually get 150 rage from charge? Like, I found that hard to believe. Yes, you can. You can. You can. At the end of the day, it is RNG. If you know, this is 50%, right? And when we are doing 5 AoE, we are supposed to generate somewhere between 60 to 90 rage around. But yes, if all stars align, 150 is possible. Baichi Mallet stacks will proc charge? Yes, they will. Guys, any instant proc smite damage you do, you have 50% chance to just gain extra 30 rage. Any instant procs. This is absolutely insane, guys. Let me explain why this charge is being absolutely busted, okay? This is absolutely busted. If you guys may have watched, may not, but I did some collaboration with Chisco, right? There I was explaining the difference between combo smite and skill damage. Now, in short words, smite commanders have the least possible rage generation, right? In terms of talent tree. They don't have a rage generation from the talent tree. Yes, of course you have this ambitious and you have this and that, but other than that, they don't have a rage engine. All right. Skill talent tree, we know they have Rejuvenate. And also in the support talent tree, we also have Rejuvenate, right? These are the rage engines. Now, for combo doesn't have Rejuvenate, but this no quarter, right? This no quarter, whenever we are doing combo damage, I generate 15 rage. And also this Undying Fury. Where's the other stuff? Oh, give me a second. Oh no, yeah. This Undying Fury and no quarter, right? These will generate tremendous amount of rage, even more rage than a Rejuvenate talent, just because you are doing so many combo damage. So you are like max generating rage during that turn. So combo commanders was, right, they were the highest rage generating commanders just because of the nature of combo. Now, in order to counter, right, in order to counter or compensate the lack of rage generation engine in the Smite talent tree, what Lilith was doing was they were giving built-in rage engines to Smite commanders. Okay, I don't know if you have guys noticed or not, but every Smite commander has some sort of rage engine. Sun Tzu has a rage engine. Baichi has a rage engine. Where's that? Yep, rage gain speed. We know Liu Che has a rage engine. Who else? Ivar has a rage engine. William Wallace don't have rage engine, unfortunately, so I guess he was one of the first Smite guys, right? Scipio Emilianus has a rage engine. Tokugawa, I don't think, maybe Garrison guys. The Garrisons doesn't really have rage stuff. Yeah. But yeah, all in all, Smite commanders, they tend to have a rage engine built on themselves just to compensate this. But now, with the introduction of charge, this one, not only you have a rage engine built on your commanders yourself, but you are basically getting the Rejuvenate stuff right here, right? Where is, give me a second, I want to show you one image. Yeah. I want to show you one image. This is an image that Davor just sent me like 1 or 2 hours ago. Look at this. Did someone do math yet? Does it reduce a skill cycle by a second? Yes, it does. It does. I already done the math before I started the stream. So again, it is kind of like an RNG, right? Again, at the end of the day, RNG, but we are looking at the potentials, right? So I taken a look into like, yeah, I think, yeah, this was the extra stuff. By GLC, if we are generating 90 rage here on our skill cycles, right? Then yeah, now there is much more better potential for us to go down to 6 seconds of skill cycle, which is absolutely nuts. Okay. Now this is, I am assuming that this was procced during the skill cycles. Now again, it could proc like before and after the skill cycles, making it on a cooldown on a instant proc damage, right? But still, it is going to like, it is not gonna be like 6 seconds of skill cycle all the time, but the charge talent tree on by GLC, for example, it is making sure that your skill cycle is most of the time 7 seconds, and it is giving us some opportunity to go down to 6 seconds. So absolutely, like without a question, this is like you gotta have charge. You gotta have charge if you do not have the cleaver. It's just one of those must-have blues. I think this is the very first blue inscription that is kind of like must-have. Now I did the simulation, or not essay var. Wait, where's? Yeah, I think I calculated it on Sun Tzu var as well. Yeah, let's say we generate 60 rage here. Yep. Now Sun Tzu var, they do have potential to reach 6 seconds of skill cycle with crit horn, right? We talked about it before. But with the charge, now you have potential to reach 5 seconds. The door is opening up. It's just the door is opening up. It's absolutely, guys, it's incredible. Okay, the charge is like, without a doubt, must have blue inscriptions if you do not have the legendary. Okay. I think this is the very first blue inscription that falls into that category of you must have charge. Man. Is the gold inscription good for open field? Now, guys, we need to test some stuff. 5 points up there. We need to test these, okay? Let me do this. Let me catch up on the chat. Let me catch up on the chat. Rare inscription on flag, is it better than assertive? I would say they are kinda, I think they are quite equalish. I would say. For open field, cleaver or charged is better. I think cleaver is slightly better than charge, but then again, we need to test some stuff, right? We need to do some testing now, okay? Let me read the chat and let's see if I'm missing something. Charge is better than Demolisher. Oh my god, that's actually insane question. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think charge is better than Demolisher. I would say Demolisher is slightly better though. So you do get more boost. If this is hitting AoE, your AoE hits really hard. If not, you are generating 100 rage. On open field, you're most likely generating 100 rage every skill cycle. With this one, I think you have potential to generate a little bit more rage. So you are potential to generate a little bit more rage, but it's all about is it enough to shave off 1 second, right? This 100 rage is gonna be enough to shave off 1 second. This rage is gonna be enough to shave off 1 second, right? So in that case, since they're shaving off buff 1 second, then Demolisher is gonna be on top just because it gives a little bit extra damage boosts. So that's how I would imagine. Let's see. Send some crafting luck for me. AM gonna need it. Sam, there you go, guys. Let's channel. Are you crafting now? If you're crafting now, I'm gonna send it. Now the question is, if I get charged, do you think changing the PD to emblem, is it worth it? It might be worth for you, man. It depends on what are you upgrading from on your emblem, right? Like for example, if you already have Thundering and you are looking to get this, it's not that great. But if you are upgrading from Rattling to Thundering, it might be a good idea. So with the emblem, you are doing just boosting your damage, right? Boosting your smite damage, and with combination of charge, you are just casting that faster. So that might be a good idea. Will you prepare Pincer to a priority video? Yes, I will. I will. We need stones, bro. Yeah. Main question is 12.5% boost better than the cleaver? This or this? I think I would still prefer this because you are getting 7%, right? Here you are getting 5.5% more boost, right? So it's a matter of 5.5% boost versus all of the effects that we are here. And I would say that all of these effects down here will be give you more benefits than gaining extra 5.5% boost, because this rage gain speed should be able to help you on the open field, even on open field, to shave off 1 second. Not to mention you are ignoring some HP, right? Alright guys, let's do some testing. Is it enough? Okay, so how we are gonna test this? Dominate 3 seconds of initial time. Let me just prepare in mind how we're gonna test this. Yeah, so okay, so dominate, we just attack. I will put dominate on Sun Tzu, and I will also put dominate on Bai Chi. Yeah, if this 20-second more smite damage covers the initial stuff, which is understandable. It's easy to test this. Okay, I'll just need to attack. 30% boost. Yeah, we have already tested this. Someone sent me also a test result on this as well. So we have already tested this. We know that this is a multiplier, okay? We know that. But is this 30% is AoE. So I just need to test this on Bai Chi. I just put dominate on Bai Chi and attack AoE guys. Okay. Alright, so that's the one testing. That's with the dominate. Now cleaver. Cleaver, whenever I attack someone, yeah, I think it is best for me to do this testing, not including Yuche, because that's gonna confuse things. Sun Tzu, yeah, most likely Sun Tzu and Bai Chi. Yeah, Sun Tzu and Bai Chi. And then whenever I see a red number, actually Sun Tzu, yeah, I will test it on Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu casts his skill, and then I wait for 2 seconds, and then I change the target. Okay, I change the target. And see if it's buff or debuff. If it's a buff, then we don't need to test the 4th point. Okay. And Bulwark is, I put it on my guy and let myself hit with the AoE combo. Okay. Okay. Alright. Hold on a second. One, two. Okay, 1, 2. Test with BQ. Test with BQ, AoE, 5 target. Okay, so we will get that answer. A 3, 4. Test with Sun Tzu Prime. Change target after STP active skill. Yes. Yes, that's a thing. 5. Anyone, but I am getting hit by combo AoE. All right, there's our methods. Let me read the chat. Would you justify if I dismantle 5% normal damage accessory to make horn for infantry, which is 100% crit? I don't think you need to dismantle Greatest Glory. Greatest Glory has still a lot of usage. I highly recommend you must get a horn. All of your marches have to have one horn except Qinshi right? Qinshi, you know, there can be different. You could still use horn, but Qinshi horn is not really a must, but all of the other marches, horn is a must. So, but I wouldn't dismantle Greatest Glory. Balanced Arc of Osiris. I will do balanced Arc of Osiris, guys. I need, let's see, test with 5 AoE. 5 AoE. How many players do I need for this testing? The first one, I don't need... Yeah, the first one, I don't really need the... I only need one more person on the other side, having 5 marches out, and I'm just, you know, free attacking one of them, and that's it. This one... Yeah, I think I only need one person, guys. I only need one person to do all of this testing. Just one person, okay? Let's do this. Bulwark in charge. Which of 4 inscriptions should I convert first? I only have 10 stones. Peaceful, guys. I need to make a test first, okay? And then I will give some concrete answers. So everybody here joining, asking the same question, I know you guys, so that's why we need to do a little bit of testing before I give you the final answer, okay? Let me do this. So also, guys, I will be making a video as well after all of this, right? Which one to prioritize or not. So if you don't really have time to, you know, like stick around the live stream and get to the end, no worries. You can expect the video anyways. That's what we do, as always. So I will be making a video as well on this custom match, right? Custom match, create a match, PINCER. Okay, I will create a match, PINCER. Guys, I only need one person. Okay, I only need one person for this testing, and I also would like to have that person on Discord with me. Yo, R-Blade, appreciate you for the super chat. Let's freaking go. Love you, broski. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Here is the custom Marcus of Osiris code. Someone, if you would like to be my partner, come on in. I only need one. Hey, Chien joined. Okay, we're done. Chien joined. We're done. We're done, guys. I only need one person. Chien, come on into the Discord and join the general voice. I will move you over to a private channel. I was about to say use farm for the gems. Oh my god, that's actually a good idea, but it's all right. I'm a kraken, so it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. A Chin, come on in to the general voice, okay? I will move you over. Lechian, I'm ready. Where are you? Man, I need you in the Discord, Chen, if possible. Give me a second. Settings, not actual, but balanced mode. Lost Kingdom buffs. I'll just remove this. Crystal Tech buffs. Yeah, I don't really need anything else. Boom, there we go. You must select the buff setting. Okay, so that's just default. And I will make you red captain. I will make myself blue captain. About to sleep. Yo, R-Blade. Good night, man. I popped in for a bit. Gotta go back to work. Good luck with the testing. I'll watch the video later. Okay, man. Nick Miles, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, no worries, guys. I will be posting a video. Anyways. Yo, wait a second. Where Chen go? Hello, R-Blade. Welcome back to Kitchen Crew. Welcome back. Guys, I need one person, guys. I need one person who can deploy 5 marches, and that's it. And who has 1 combo commander, and that's it. Kenshiro, hello, man. Hello, hello. Sharks, what's up all? Billick, love the in-depth knowledge. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Davor did some simulation. The charge is actually resulting on average 0.7 average skill cycle, right? 0.7 is close to shaving off 1 second. So it 70% of the time charge will shave off 1 second. 70% of the time. So that is absolutely quite the madness. Hello? Guys, am I live? Anybody? I need one person. I need one person. And I also need invalid code for me. What? Give me a second. Invite code. Copy. That is the correct code. Yo, there you go. Woodsy joined. Appreciate you, man. Woodsy, come on, hop on Discord. There you go. Okay. Man. You know, we don't really need to talk. It's fine. So also, you don't really need to set up anything. It is fine. Wait a second. I need to set my stuff. So I need to set things up. This testing is going to be very simple. Sun Tzu with Pincer. Pincer 2, of course. And dominate. Wait. Yeah, I'll just select everything. Cleaver should be okay. Tidebreaker will work. Okay, so Sun Tzu is there. Talent is okay. I don't really need for equipment. It's fine, but I gotta have horn, that's for sure. I'll just have horn. I guess I'll remove the drums. It doesn't really matter. We don't need to overcomplicate things. And then the next setup is my Baichi for the AoE stuff. Oh no. Wait. Dominate, replace, cleaver. I don't really need to put the tidebreaker though, but I'll just put it bulwark. Okay. All right. Let me remove the drums as well. No need for that. Yeah, Sun Tzu Baichi. Baichi 1 and 2 by Chelsea. Give me a second. This AoE stuff is gonna be quite the challenging to... I actually need to use Ivar instead of LC. That's gonna make things a little bit easier. Ayo, who sent something? P means just sent a gold coin. Appreciate you for the gold coin, man. We're gonna be rich today? Yes, indeed. Alright. Woods, you ready? You need me to run 5 tanky marches. Nah, it's you can run any 5 march. Any 5 march is fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, Woods is ready. Alright, let's lock this. And then we are going to start. There you go. Okay, same as usual, we are gonna be meeting at the top left. This was the previous tests, I see. Top left obelisk. Keep up the good work. Pimin, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the gold coin. Thank you. Maybe make me a captain. I made you a captain, didn't I? Problem is March is running back. How long it's gonna take? All right, Woods is here. Now, in order for we need to find this answer, which one to convert or not, because we are expecting the Delta 2 as well, right? So we only need to convert the must converts. So far, charge, the blue inscription, if you have a Raider from charge is a must convert. And charge is kind of like you must have charge on your all of your smite, at least, if you don't have the legendary inscription. That's how I see it. All of the others is like not too like high priority. The second priority could be dominate from this cross slot. You could have one dominate, but I am will be kind of leaning towards recommending having topplers as well, because it's a different buffs and debuff, so that they don't cancel each other, right? They will work together, so toppler will make you even more powerful. Okay, let me send a march. Oh, I should have whatever, let me just send a random march. It's not the fastest, but it's okay. Only 5 points to test up there, and then we shall have our answers. Final answers. Did you open armament chests for the missions? No, I have not. I will probably do it if we have a time after the stream. Right now, I might do it during the stream. I need to find some answers first, right? I need to know the answers first myself, and then I want to see which one should I convert and which ones I should use the stones to fix the stats and everything. If as charge is that good, is it better to get new emblem with pit second infantry march? Yes, I think that is the play. So previously I was recommending where is it? Oh, I already don't have it. Do I have it on my Liu Che? Maybe. Yeah, so previously I was recommending Demolisher, right? Instead of the emblem. But now the play can be you can put this on a PT level, right? So this is gonna be your PT, and then you just have a charge here instead of the cleaver. What that combination is gonna do is the Tidebreaker is going to increase your active skill damage by quite a bit, right? It's insane amount of boost, highest amount of boost right there. And then what charge is gonna be doing is making sure that active skill is gonna get cast faster. So I think that is actually the play. You gotta have charge, and then for your PT level, now you are having the Tidebreaker instead of the Demolisher slot. Yeah, that's actually the play. Oh, there you go. I got a scroll rare in the first chest I opened for Pincer, Bludgeon. Lilith hates me, I was 7 out of 10. It's fine, man, Clag, you are very, very close. You usually get your PT around 8 or 9. You rarely hit 10. So it's fine, you're very close. I think Cleaver is much better than Demolisher, and you basically have 10% rage gain almost all the time. It doesn't matter you hit 1 march or 5 march. I agree. I don't think it's like insanely better, right? Demolisher is still very, very strong, but I do agree that Cleaver is an upgrade. We gotta remember that there is a little bit of difference of here. So the problem with Cleaver on the field is this is 5 seconds of buff, right? And any type of buff duration on the field, you will not be able to utilize this 100% of the time because you are changing targets, like you are not attacking one or 2 seconds, you're going back and forth and everything. So all of these duration buffs is you will not be utilizing this 100%. This is 100% better in rally guard situation, so straight up better than Demolisher. But on open field, the value drops a little bit, but because it's a 5 seconds of duration and also it doesn't have any cooldown, this 5 seconds of buff is long enough for you to benefit from this. It's long enough. Total, the buff, it's gonna be minimum 7 seconds of duration because both of your commanders are casting skill. So minimum 7 seconds of duration buff, and you will most likely at least benefit like 3 or 4 seconds minimum, right? On the other hand, Demolisher doesn't have that buff. You just instantaneously gain an extra 100 rage. So that's the difference, but still I do agree that Cleaver is better than Demolisher. For sure. Okay, let me teleport here. Alright, Woodsy, thank you so much. I am here, you can occupy that. Now, let's see the first test. The first test is Bai Chi with 5 AoE. Yeah, let me put this here. So, Bai Chi, and I am gonna put Ivar, okay? The reason is... No, I mean, there's not that much of a reason, but I'll just use Ivar. I could use Luce, but Luce does combo damage, right? And in a specific situation, especially for the third and fourth test, I want to change my target whenever I see a red number. For the third and fourth tests, for the cleaver specifically. But because this is also appears as a red number, but it is not a smite damage, then it might mess up the testing. So, you know, just to mitigate any risks, I'll just use Ivar. And this is the first 2 points. And then next 3-4 points, I will use Sun Tzu Prime with Ivar. Just to have a pure smite damage, right? I could also use Sun Tzu plus Baichi as well. I think that's the same thing. Bulwark or Airtight? On Rally Garrison, 100% Bulwark. On open field, 100% Airtight. But that's the 5th point. Just making sure we will test it. If Bulwark is getting procced by combo, which most likely not, then Bulwark might still have some usage on the field. But if not, then Bulwark is absolutely like almost useless on the field. Airtight is much more consistent damage mitigation. Okay, Uzi, thank you so much for coming in. So now, yeah, just deploy 5 marches. Yep, thank you. There you go. There you go. Okay. Now, you don't have to do anything. What I will do is I will attack one of your marches and let my AoE hit the others. And we shall run this test until everything runs out. Oh, wait a second. I don't have an equipment, so I'm getting absolutely dumpstered by Huo. Hold on a second. Wait. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Okay, yeah. So now you are at 50% HP, right? So this is the second part. I should have put some equipment, man. It's fine. It's fine. We can just refresh like this. So now Huo is 50% HP. So the second part of the Dominate should take effect. Let's just run this until the end. Okay, we're done. All right, time to check the reports. Time to check the reports. Now, let us go back and revisit the Dominate effect. So when dealing smite damage, if the troop has 50% more HP remaining, right, which is the first report, I will be doing 20% more smite damage for the 3 seconds. So I want to know if these 3 seconds start from the exact turn or the next turn. Probably it's from the exact turn. And the second report is if not, which is below 50%, then my instance of that instant of damage will be increased by 30%. Now, I want to know if this is also AoE, which is most likely the case because it does say this effect can be triggered after 5 times, right? So this is most likely AoE, but just in case, you know, just in case, you never know, just in case. So the first part, Huokubin. 20%. Search 20%. Okay, so Bulwark, yeah, proccing here because we were dueling. More 20%. There we go. Dominate, right? Health ignored by Smite 25%. Look at this. This is the cleaver effect happening. Increasing the damage by 20% for the next 3 seconds. Give me a second, let me just think. Inspiration effect. What is inspiration effect? Hold on a second. Let me just do dominate. Shatter effect, Furious Heart effect. This is most likely the cleaver stuff happening. Volkubin takes increased smite damage from this troop due to unbared effect from Dominate. One turn left. Wait a second, you guys. Wait a second. Is this type of debuff that we are seeing, but it's kind of like a multiplier thingy? This 20% might be a separate multiplier, guys. This is might be a separate multiplier because the 20% that we see here, we don't see here in the buffs and debuffs section. Usually the bonuses appear here. Bonuses appear here, right? If the damage appears separately here, without being in this list, then it's a separate multiplier. This is what? This is kind of like a debuff, but it's only a what? Wait a second, let me check here. Do we see any dominate effect on the other stuff? The dominate, this 20% is an AoE. I think this is a buff. I think, yeah, this 20% is a buff, is an AoE, and it is a separate multiplier. Look at this. On this turn, I have nothing, but my damage still increased by 20%. It's an AoE. Yeah, it is AoE. So look at this. First of all, this 20% is an AoE. This means that this is a buff that you are getting. This is a 20% separate multiplier. It's not a bonus, but separate multiplier for 3 seconds. Ouch. Holy moly, you guys, that is an interesting find. This is even powerful than we thought. This is even powerful. Hold on a second. So I will write down the notes, okay? Here. The 20% is buff and it's separate multiplier. 20% boost. It's not a boost, but it's kind of like it multiplies the boost as well, you know? It's a separate multiplier. That means, yes, it is like a boost. I mean, everything is a multiplier, right? Bonus is a multiplier, boost is a separate multiplier. But this is another type of multiplier that doesn't get diminishing effect with bonuses and boosts. So it's a different type of multiplier. Woo, my god. So that means it's quite good, no? Yes, it is absolutely insanely good. Insanely good. Again, the problem here is this is a 3 seconds of buff, right? So for 3 seconds you are having this extra 20% multiplier. That means that on open field, you might miss this window or you might not, right? It's kind of like a ring proc, right? When ring procs, sometimes, you know, the ring will proc during your skill cycle. Sometimes it doesn't, right? It's just gonna proc. So this is kind of like hit or miss in open field. Hit or miss on open field. Wait a second. When dealing smite damage, right? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now we need to know if this affected the first damage. We need, that's the question. Dominate here. What is that? Yeah, I did my active skill damage here. Okay. Ah, I see. Guys, there's one thing that we found out is 3-second buff starts from the next turn. Okay. So this, even though this is a separate multiplier, it starts from the next turn. Because here we are seeing that this is our skill cycle. Baichi is casting our skill. And by Chi's active skill damage, right, this damage actually hit Huo right here. But here I don't see that, hey, this damage was increased by 20%. We do see the increased by 10%, which is the Thunderous Smite. By the way, guys, this Thunderous Smite from Smite talent tree, right? This is also a separate multiplier. It is not a bonus. It is not a boost, but a separate multiplier. Now, this is quite powerful talent. If this is a separate multiplier, this is making tremendously more powerful. If you are doing 10,000 damage, right? If you are doing 10,000 damage, right, like red number, this is straight up making that 10,000 red number to 11,000 red number. Just straight up increase that final red number by 10%. So this is powerful. Okay, so that is one interesting fact. But the next fact that we just found out was this 20% did not really trigger during this turn. So this active skill did not benefit. But we can see that, hey, we are getting this, effect was triggered this turn. And this effect start from the next turn. Unbared effect. Wait, it says Huoku Bin gained unbared effect. Is this a debuff or something like that? Let's see. And then we go down. Do we see the 20% increased blah 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 thingy? Probably here on Ivar's damage, we should see this damage was increased by 20%. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. Ivar is casting his active skill, and this damage triggered Dominate, increasing the damage by 20%. So it is separate multiplier, but start from the next turn. Wait a second, unbared. What the hell is this? Is it debuff? Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, my guy is ready. I have Sun Tzu, guys. Let me use Sun Tzu. Let me use Sun Tzu and Ivar, okay? Because Sun Tzu is a single target, so if this is a debuff, then the only first target that my Sun Tzu hit gonna get that unbared effect. But if it's like not a debuff, but it's a buff on myself, then even if it's Sun Tzu hitting single target, my Ivar AoE should get increased by 20%, okay? Before I forget, let me just parrot this. Now, in terms of the 50% below, we shall find out later. Okay, let's try to make Arthur half HP. Again, I don't have equipment on, so I'm getting absolutely slapped. Alright, that should be it. Okay, let's go back. Now here. So, Arthur. We just gotta check unbared, right? So unbared, turn 9 is where my Sun Tzu casted my first skill. Okay, right? Yeah, turn 9, I casted my first skill. So this is where the dominate effect is triggered, but it's not gonna increase my own active skill, right? But if you go down 2 turns, there's go. My Ivar's skill, yeah, here we go. Here's my Ivar casting the skill, and it should say Ivar's damage was increased by 20%. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we know. Now, the real question is the other guys. Unbared. Okay, here we don't see unbared effect, 20%. Wait, let me choose Dominate. Dominate is not on Qinshi. Let me check here. Dominate is not on Bai Qi. Unbared. Not on Bai Qi. Sun Tzu. Unbared. Nope. Dominate. Nope. Okay, so it is a debuff, guys. Unbared. Okay. Dominate. Okay, guys, I see. I see. Let me just in case, 20%. Is there any 20%? Not on the whole. Just in case, search 20%. Okay, it's not that it, not it. Paste, no, no. All right, not on this guy. Bai Qi, 20%. Nope. Okay, guys. Okay, all right. So now this is a problem, guys. This is a problem. So 20-second is a debuff. 20% is a debuff that is applied by your smite. Okay. Now this is a little bit problematic, my guys. This is a little bit problematic. So what this means is the 20%. Yeah, this one is actually a debuff that you are applying on that target. So this is absolutely great on rally guard situation, but on open field, it seems powerful, right? Because you are applying debuff that you yourself benefit. But then again, if you change your target, then you are not gonna benefit from this at all. So that's a little bit problem. Qin Shi Huang did get unbared in previous reports. Yeah, but that was because Bai Qi was hitting 5 AoE. So because Bai Qi was hitting 5 AoE, he applied that debuff, unbared effect on 5 targets, right? There we intentionally tested with Sun Tzu because Sun Tzu is single target, and it was not the case. Let us continue with the Sun Tzu and finish this. Now it's minus 50% HP, right? Okay, so now we are finding out some good stuff. Good stuff. Now let's take a look into the 30% and see. 30% most likely is gonna be a similar situation. This does seem more and more like a rally garrison focused upgrade. Yes, it does actually. Lilith actually did a great job. They did say that they wanna target rally garrison, right? And I think they are doing a great job. Yeah, dominate 30% is AoE. Let's see. Yeah, this is the half HP, right? So let me try to find the 30% here. It should be somewhere. Wait, I'll just type in dominate. Yeah, look at this. Huo cast his instant proc damage, and this damage was increased by 30%. Hold on a second. My damage 36. Okay, bulwark effect is getting procced. Bulwark is actually, is it bonus? Bulwark. Might damage. Do we see Bulwark here? Start from the next turn. Okay. We just discovered something. This Bulwark, this is actually bonuses. Okay, so it's not a separate multiplier. We just discovered that. Let me just type in discovery. It was unintentional discovery. 5. Bulwark is bonus, not separate multiplier. So it's not as powerful as the other stuff, right? Okay, the damage, it's increased by blah blah blah. And this is because this is a 3 seconds of cooldown. Even though we casted our skill here, it's not going to proc here because that instant proc damage actually put it on cooldown. So we are not gonna see the 30% effect here, yeah, as expected. Yeah, by cheese, instant proc damage is getting procced by the 30%, which is same gonna go in Rally Garrison situation. Here, by cheese, no, here's actually Ivar active skill damage was increased by 30%. Look at this. This 30%, this also not only increased the AoE active skill, but also it increased the instant proc, right? Because it was the same turn. So however many smite you are doing, it will increase all of them during that turn. But it can trigger up to 5 times, right? That's the thing. So that 30% is also separate multiplier, but is it AoE? Wait, I think I can... yeah, this report shall tell us. Let me see. 30%. Wait, no, dominate. Yeah, Sun Tzu's instant proc damage, right? And then Sun Tzu's instant proc damage was also increased. No. This was the active skill. This was another active skill hitting during that 30%, which hit like a truck. Absolutely big number. Here it was damage factor 400, which is, even though it's increased by 30%, it's not as powerful. All right, now the question is, let me go check here. Dominate. Aha, so we are not seeing the stuff on Huo. Dominate. Nope. So it's kind of like a debuff. Both of them are kind of like a debuff. We're not seeing here. Dominate. Aha. It's kind of like a debuff, but it's a separate mode. You are tagging a target. No. Not tagging a target. It's the current target, actually. Give me a second. Wait, I need to check this report. There you go. It's, yeah, it is an AoE. It is an AoE. Ah, I see. It's easy to understand. We should see it here as well. No, not here. Let me check here. Ah, because the other commanders were not above 50, right? No, we're not below 50, so these are not really triggering. Ah, okay. So, yeah, look at this. Here in this case, Sun Tzu and Wallace, right, was above 50%, as we can see with the troop capacity. But the primary target that we were attacking was below 50. So here we can see that the Dominate actually procced. You know, it procced a couple of times, increasing the damage by 30%, right? But the rest of the guys, because they were kind of like above 50%, they got applied the unbared effect. Look at this. Unbared effect got applied. And then the damage was increased by 20%. So if the march, it works in the AoE fashion. It works in the AoE fashion. Yeah, here we are casting our skill. Baichi is doing 5 AoE right here. And then Baichi tagged the enemies in AoE fashion. And then our Ivar's damage, one of the damage actually, whereas, yeah, Ivar's AoE damage actually hit the tagged enemy, increasing the damage. So what we have found here, okay, I think we now pretty much understand what this scroll is. Yeah, 20% is a debuff. 20% is a debuff that applied by your smite, and it's a separate multiplier. Yes. 3-second buff starts from the next turn. Yes. 30% is separate multiplier. Wait. Woodsy, can you please bring out the marches? I need to test this with all of your marches are below 50%. That's gonna tell us something. So I need to attack you first and make you like low. I know who can do the task. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay. I should have waited a couple of seconds. My effect is not proccing right away. Okay, let me go back. I don't even have the correct formation, man. It's fine. Let me make you guys below 50. Should be good. It's easier if Woodsy attacks the city. Yeah, that might be the case. But this is balanced mode, so I might end up doing so much damage. But I think you have a good idea. Maybe next time we can test it, but we're close. We're very, very close. Alright, we should be good. We should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Now, where's my Baichi? Baichi and Ivar. Yeah, I'll just do Baichi and Ivar. Let's attack. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Shinjuan, Sun Tzu Prime, but you are still above 50. Yeah, it's okay. Some of them are above, a little bit above 50. Now everybody is going down below 50. So this should tell us the result. By the way, guys, Woodsy, thank you so much here, man, for taking your time, helping us out. Big W for Woodsy in the chat, you guys. He's here just being my guinea pig. Delict, I would point out that Sun Tzu Prime 2 damage does benefit from his AoE damage because his damage scales off of the Smite. Yes, it does. It does. It does. Alright, let's see. 30%. No, Dominate. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this was not yet 50%, but 20%. Let's check out the next. Increasing by damage by 20%. Yeah, there we go. Now it's going towards that 30% mark, right? Okay, okay. Now we're seeing 30%. This is on our current target, so which is understandable. The 30% is usually getting triggered by Baichi's this is I see, this is active skill. Okay, now let me check out. Wait, all units were killed or severely wounded, so we were unable to obtain intelligence. What the hell is this? Yo, we need to do that again. Woodsy, can you please attack my city and make yourself like 50%? Yo, I need to have my marches not dead. What is this? I'll send over my reports. Okay, so please send the Ho and Arthur. Wait, which one is this, man? Which one is this? Now I'm confused. Which one is this? Let's do that again, bro. This is very confusing to see. There's so many reports. I have no idea which case is what, man. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Dominate. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, I see. All right, it is AoE. Okay, it is AoE. I see. It is AoE. It is AoE. Okay, I see. Look at this. We can see the dominate 30%. Because Baichi casted his skill, we are seeing dominate and 30%. Okay, it has been confirmed. So is a separate multiplier and it is AoE applies that instance. Okay, man, this is very confusing stuff right here. But we can clearly see that this dominate is was designed for rally garrison stuff. It was designed for rally garrison stuff. So 20% is a debuff that you apply if the guy is above 50, and it is a separate multiplier. It is a separate multiplier. So, but in rally garrison, because you are not really changing target, it's okay. But on open field, because you are changing targets constantly, it's not that gonna utilize like all the time. So it's a little bit question mark. This also the 3 seconds buff starts from the next turn, so you are gonna miss this window of opportunity as well. It doesn't start on the same turn, right? 30% is also separate multiplier. Hold on a second, can I? How do I adjust the text font size? Oh yeah, there we go. I see. Now let's now we understand the dominate, okay? So it is a separate multiplier, but I'm kind of leaning towards that dominate is like you're not gonna benefit from dominate all the time, but I would say you could still run like one dominate. You could still do that, but Toppler is still kind of quite good, I would say. That is the idea that I'm having here. There's many downsides for dominate being on the field, right? You could miss this 20% debuff opportunity because it's a 3 second. And then it is applied, it is a debuff. So if you change your target or if your subsequent smite damage is not hitting that same target, then it's just basically wasted. Now, if the targets are all below 50%, then it is not really a debuff. It is just applied during that instance, and it is a separate multiplier. So the 30% is actually benefiting you quite decently. But then again, if you have like instant proc damages, it might put it on a cooldown. But yeah, the only beneficial part is 30% is gonna proc, but that it's again the instant procs might kill it, man. It might not cover your active skill cycle. That's the problem. However, this dominate effect actually might be quite, yeah, it might be quite decent on Sun Tzu Evar, because I mean Sun Tzu still have a instant procs. All right. Now the second is Cleaver HP ignore is a debuff or buff. Okay, so now we are testing the Cleaver. Okay, we know how to test this. We will run Sun Tzu. Do I run only Sun Tzu? I could do Sun Tzu Bar as well. Guys, let me focus here in a bit. I will read the chat very, very soon. So what are we testing here? Sun Tzu should max stack this. Oh yeah, so is it like another debuff that I am applying to that target, and then when I change my target, like it goes away? Is that the case or not? Is it debuff or buff? Yeah, that's what we are testing. Guys, I'll be right back. Quick restroom break, BRB. Also, I need to bring myself a drink, BRB. I'm back. Oh, the match is almost gonna over. Holy crap. Yeah, let's do the last testing. Okay, that should be enough. I think, hold on a second, let me just use Sun Tzu alone. Yeah, let me just do Sun Tzu alone. Okay. All right. Okay, that's a bit. We had 2 minutes remaining. There you go. So our first target was Sun Tzu. But here, our first target was Qin Shi Huang, and then we changed to Sun Tzu. No, Bai Qi. We changed to Bai Qi. Wait, first target was Qin Shi Huang, and then we changed to Bai Qi. Okay. Cleaver. Yeah, Cleaver. We are now gained the effects, right? This is where 9th turn, where our Sun Tzu is actually casting our skill. Health ignored by smite damage. This is actually a buff. I see. Do we see this on the other reports? Health ignored by 25%. I feel like this is a buff. So it doesn't matter you change the target. Look at this. Health ignored. Now here. Oh, it ended. Okay, we will check it out. I can do a second one. I think we're fine, man. Again, round of applause for Woodsy. Thank you so much for staying with us for an hour. Right? Being punching bag. Guys, look at this. Cleaver. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Did I attack this guy? I think this guy got 60. Maybe he got hit by one of my true damage. Let me see this. Cleaver. This was I was only running my sensu. Ah, okay. So these small damage were the true damage. Cleaver. Yeah, this is kind of like this is buff. This is a buff that you are getting. 5 stacks of Shatter effect and Furious Heart effect. Furious Heart is the Rage Gen, Shatter is the Health Ignored effect that I just gained. For Cleaver effect, it's for 5 seconds, right? The buff, this buffs actually starts from the next turn, so it doesn't cover the first skill cycle. Look at this. Sun Tzu, I casted my skill, right? I casted my skill, and I procced the Cleaver effect, but I did not gain the effect on this turn. Also 2, 3. Oh, wait a second, we need to test Bulwark, man. Oh no, we need to test that. I think we need to go for another round, but it's gonna be a quick one. Let's see. 5% HP and Rage is buffs on yourself, but it starts from the next turn. It doesn't cover first skill cycle. Okay. So, guys, this effect, right? Wilder Troop ignores 5% of the HP. Or if it's Sun Tzu, it's instantaneously 25% HP. But it is a buff that you are putting on yourself. So it doesn't really matter if you change your target or not. That is actually good news. But the bad news is it doesn't affect that target. I mean, that damage that is triggering this effect. It's because it starts from the next turn. On the field, what this means is that your secondary commander is going to benefit from this. And Where's my secondary skill cycle? Ivar should have stacked this as well. Let me see here. Baichi, right? Here I'm casting my skill. So I'm getting a bunch of defects here, right? And then here, look at this. I'm having the health ignored buffs. But then here, Baichi is casting his skill while I'm having the effect. So Baichi is benefiting health ignored from the AoE effect. But this is again also going to trigger the cleaver effect. So now, yeah, clearing effect inscription was triggered. So I am again refreshed the duration buff from the next turn. So the question is, within this turn ends, will my Sun Tzu Prime manages to cast his skill again? Which in this case I did manage to cast. You know, look at this. Sun Tzu did manage to cast this skill, connecting these buffs non-stop. Okay. However, this is not gonna happen on the field. You will not be able to connect this on the field most of the time. If there's only 1 second of interference when you are changing your target and such on the field, then it's just your secondary commander gonna be benefiting from this, and your primary commander will never benefit the HP ignored. Rally Garrison situation, I think they can connect this. Rally Garrison, they can definitely connect this, but field is also not looking the good news as well. Amon, yo, thank you so much for the super chat. Long time no see, man. Hope you were doing well. Appreciate the super chat. Fix the note. What happened to the note? Yeah, it's a lot of note right there, but it's okay. So in RG scenario, Scipio will trigger it first round but not benefit, then Ivar will benefit, then keep it long enough for Scipio to benefit too. Yes. So in Rally Garrison situation, most likely the buffs will connect later on. So every skill cycle, everybody is gonna be benefiting. But on open field, your primary commander will proc this, but that guy himself not gonna be benefiting from this, but your secondary guy will benefit. On the field, Cleaver will not stack reliably. 7 seconds is not enough. Consider the push and pull for sure. Yes, indeed. So it's only your secondary commander is benefiting. I mean, good thing is this is just a buff, right? You are gaining this effect as a buff. So unlike the Dominate, which you are tagging enemies with debuffs, this is a little bit flexible, but unfortunately on open field, you're gonna just be losing half of the effects straight away because only one of your commander is benefiting from this. So that's straight up half of the effect is gone. Hairstyle changed, damn. Yes, indeed. I'm doing some interesting project with my hairstyle. Another win for the March stacking Fox. It's still gonna be hard, man. Even if you are using stacking technique and even if you have like a horn and drums build, it is still going to be quite the challenge to connect that 5 seconds. It's still gonna be quite the challenge. Yeah, I mean, you could connect it, but it's still, you know, it's still a little bit gonna be a challenge. Now we need to test if the Bulwark is getting triggered by a combo, okay? So, Woodsy, come on in again, my guy. It's gonna be very short test. It's gonna be very short test. Very, very short. Practice match. No, custom match. Create. Bulwark. Invite code. I think emblem will be PT priority since charge is so good on its own. Yes, exactly. Exactly, my guy. We are very, very close to reaching conclusion, guys. I'll just test this one aspect. Just one aspect. And then we're very close to reaching conclusion. Very close. Can you confirm Cleaver 2 rage gain is stacking in the same way, but after primary and secondary it will be only 10? You mean the secondary commander is actually gonna nerf? I don't think that is gonna be the case, but we'll check out the reports again. That's a good question. Hold on a second. Settings, balanced mode. I do not want to do actual mode since I don't have all of them. Okay, let's go. Should be good. You ready, Woodsy? Now this is gonna be very easy test. You don't have to pull out 5 marches, okay? One of your marches is gonna be Arthur Achilles. No, you can only just bring out Arthur Achilles and that's it. And that's it. Only Arthur Achilles and that's it. And your Arthur Achilles will be dueling my dummy march, okay? Will be dueling my dummy march, which I would just put whatever. Yeah, this is gonna... no, wait a second. My Richard... I don't think they're gonna be tanky enough. Yeah, I'll just duel it with this guy and then the other guy, whom I have the... Where's my Sun Tzu? And I'll just use Yuvar. So you are gonna be dueling my Qinshi Huan YSG, but I will be attacking at the same time with my Sun Tzu. So my Sun Tzu is not really receiving basic attack, only counter attack plus AoE combo, and see if that is proccing Bulwark. That's gonna tell us quite a bit of amount of information. Charge is looking insane. Agreed, guys. Charge so far is absolute must-have inscription. It's the very first blue inscription that is must-have. Very first inscription that's must-have. Okay, so... Cleaver, I guess it turns out that Cleaver is you're only benefiting health. From the rage gain speed, you're also gonna be benefiting the health. Is it better than Demolisher? On open field, okay? Rally Garrison is no question asked. Every legendary inscription is 100% better than the PINCER one. Every legendary. No questions asked. Rally Garrison just must convert. On open field... Man, on open field, like, I don't think I need to convert my Demolisher to Cleaver. Cleaver, I'm only benefiting health. That's like, yeah, only benefiting from health. Health. Let me do a little bit thinking later. Let's focus on this first. For Rally Garrison, what order would you go for? I wouldn't recommend you to do Rally Garrison if you do not have all 4 of them. It is a little bit harsh, but I wouldn't recommend that. You need to have maxed stuff. That's just how the life of Rally Garrison is. You need to have all 4. Dominate is actually insane in Rally Garrison. Cleaver is also insane. This is the least, I guess flag is the least priority, but this is still gonna be insane. You are gonna be having this buff almost all the time. But again, this is just the bonuses, unlike these multipliers. And this is just straight up more boosts, right? Oh. Okay. If you are in a lower seed, you don't need all 4. Really? I'm a Rally Garrison in C seed and I have enough for 3 inscriptions, so I was just wondering. I see. Okay, if I were to force myself to choose... Man, it's quite tough, man. Maybe I sacrifice the Bulwark. Also, Bulwark, you can buy it, right? Same with Dominate. But Bulwark is like, if you are getting swarmed, if you get swarmed, then this will proc like so good. Oh my god, no! That was the wrong stuff, man. Oh man. Okay, it's fine. Here I am claiming the outpost and I'm trying to wait for oh my god. Wait. Okay, I'll wait. Meanwhile, we can check out the report. What was the report? Yeah, the cleaver, right? Cleaver effect. So here I'm 5 stacking for sure. Shatter effect is the HP, and Furious Heart is the rage gain speed. So I do have 25 max stack of HP and max stack of rage gain speed, right? And here, Ivar is hitting no, Ivar's damage, no, Baichi's damage is also max stack this anyways, so it's just refreshing the duration. I think it just refreshes, man. I think it just refreshes. It doesn't nerf it. I think it just refreshes. It says whenever you get an additional stack, it just refreshes the duration. Cleaver is the highest priority for field and garrison. Cleaver is for garrison, but field, and I would say no. Actually, Cleaver is not... Both Dominate and Cleaver is not looking all too great for the field, though. We're getting up in information. We will reach into conclusion. This is a lot of information to process. Is Charge better than the Raider? Yes, 100%. Alright, where are you teleporting? There you go. Okay. Yeah, only one Arthur Achilles. Yeah, there you go. 2 minutes. What about Canyon? Canyon almost works the same way as Rallying Garrison, right? Because you're not changing targets and you're basically dueling. So in Canyon, yes, the Pincer 2 is gonna be better, for sure, in Canyon. Field, you just consistently changing targets, your applied debuffs are not really working all too well and such, so that's just the problem. You don't need to deploy more marksmen, just only one Arthur. That should be good. Since Dominate is a separate multiplier, does 20% technically scale higher than the old Dark 20% debuff? Yeah, it does have a little bit more potential. The old was just a debuff, right? Do I have the old stuff? Where's my infantry marches? Oh no, I don't have here. Cannot change now. That's whatever. I can test it. I have Doppler on Barb. I tested it again. Barbarian Bulwark activated much more often for me. Maybe PvP is a different story. So here's the thing, in Barbarian testing you are dueling, so you are getting hit by basic attack anyway, so Bulwark will be proccing a lot often. It is gonna proc much more often. But on the field you are not getting attacked, right? You are not receiving basic attack damage. Okay, so I will attack and duel. Yeah, there you go. And then I'll attack here. Okay, now I'm receiving only counter attack plus the AoE combos here. We will see if Bulwark procced here. If Bulwark procced here, then we need to do another testing and see if this was because of the counter attack damage or the combo damage. Alright, so this is the interesting part. Let's see, let me favorite this. There you go. And let's search Bulwark. Bulwark procced here. this implies that Bulwark is getting procced by AoE combo. Let's do that again, but this time, hold on, let me refresh this. Okay, Bulwark procced many times, right? Bulwark procced many times. Let's separate the only combo. So what I'm now gonna do is, I am not going to attack, but I'm just gonna stand there and let myself hit by the AoE combo. Okay, so I'm just standing here. Let me stand in front actually. Okay, I'm just getting hit by combos now. Okay, this should be enough. This should be enough. Alright. There we go. Battle log, Bulwark. Yeah, Bulwark was procced here. Okay, combo actually does. Now, I wanna see something. Can you please bring a march that is not combo? Anything other combo? Yeah, Smite works. Okay. I wanna separate the counterattack damage. I would like to separate the counterattack damage. So combo does work. Combo does proc, so that makes Bulwark not as bad on the field actually. Now it's kind of changing things. Bulwark is not actually a bad thing on the field. Is actually not that bad thing. Okay, so now here, okay. So now there's no combo damage, right? I am only getting hit by counterattack damage. I don't think counterattack damage is gonna proc it, but maybe. Okay, this should be enough. There we go. Oh, not this one. Here, there we go. Yeah, so we are not finding counterattack damage, Bulwark here. Okay, so combo does proc it. We have the answer. Combo does proc it. So Bulwark is not bonus, but it's separate No, Bulwark is a bonus, okay? And then another Bulwark gets procced by AoE combo. That's actually making Bulwark much better. It's actually quite good. So whenever you are getting hit by a random AoE combo on the field, you are straight up gaining. Let's see. Let's check out Bulwark. Yeah, you are gaining 2% damage resistance and 3% combo resistance. And whenever melee troops receives basic attack, which includes combo, it has 50% chance. The thing here is combo attacks always hits you twice. A random AoE, they always hits you twice because it's two combo attacks. That means the instance when you get hit by a combo attack, there's a very high chance that this is gonna get triggered the moment you get hit. Again, at the end of the day, it is RNG. Basically, you are having double 50% chance, right? This changes so much stuff, man. Okay, I think we are good here in the testing. I don't think we need to do any more testing. I don't think we need to. Did I miss anything, guys? Did we miss anything? Is there anything that is being missed? Since we have custom arc match, anyways. Did we miss any important points? Did we miss any important points? Okay. Dominate. This is a debuff. 20% is a debuff, but it's also a separate multiplier. So, Rally Garrison, this is good because you're applying this debuff. On open field, this is bad because you are changing target constantly, so the guy you have applied the debuff might have moved away, so you're not gonna benefit from this. And 20% is also an AoE, so the Dominate can potentially work better on both AoE commanders, for example, Baichi Liu Che, instead of Sun Tzu. But Sun Tzu also can benefit from the 30% bonus instance here, because this is also, again, separate multiplier. And whenever the target you're hitting is below 50%, the damage will be increased by 30%. But the problem here is this can get procced by instant proc damages, those small damages from Baichi, Sun Tzu on the field, even the LC. So that and those small damage will proc this and then put this on a cooldown. Same with the 20%. It will only tag one enemy and then put it on a cooldown. And then it's gonna be pretty useless. So I would say Dominate is not looking like, in my opinion, Dominate is still starting to look worse and worse on the field, though. It's just starting to look worse and worse on the field. You could have one Dominate running in your marches, just in case you are dueling someone, right, on the field, or there's like very, very small skirmishes happening. But I would still prefer Toppler over this, because Toppler is you're applying AoE debuffs that everybody else benefits. Here you are applying kind of debuff, but it's only you yourself gonna benefit from that debuff. And then if that target goes like away, right, then you're not gonna benefiting yourself, and then your other Smite commanders are not benefiting from this anyway. So it works great in Rally Garrison, but on open field this is very, very big question mark. Smite damage doesn't count as basic attack, so it won't trigger for lag. Yes, I was just testing the counter attack. Test if Smite trigger flag effect, please. Smite is not gonna trigger. We know that for sure, my guy. We know that for 100% sure. So yeah, Dominate is not looking that all too great on the field. I would still prefer Toppler, honestly. Dominate will work great in canyons, by the way, and also will work great in Rally Garrison situations. But on the field, Toppler is just a thing, in my opinion. I mean, this is just a bidder, so it's okay. Right, Tidebreaker. Bulwark. Bulwark is actually kind of okay. Bulwark is kind of okay. Can I deploy March right here, or do I have to wait? Ah, I have to wait. 36 seconds. But it's fine. Let me just go back. It's easy for us to if flag. Airtight is only combo resistance, right? So unlike Bulwark is giving you 2% all damage resist, so it's gonna help against Qinshi as well. So that's how Bulwark is being better. But in terms of the effects, whenever I am dealing smite damage, I take 10% less damage for the next 3 seconds, cooldown 5 seconds. Smite commanders have a lot of instant procs and such, so I will most of the time will have this 10% less damage taken buff. So I would say on average this is gonna average like 4% or something like that on the field, because I have 5 seconds of cooldown, right? So this is gonna be like on average 4%, 5% ish damage reduction. But this buff is actually stronger buff, but the only problem is I need to get hit by combos. If I get hit by combos, then I will gain more damage reduction plus 20% more damage bonus. This is a bonus. It's another multiplier. Which one do you guys think it's better? Which one do you guys think? I mean, definitely someone who goes face tanking, this is no questions asked, it's better. No, guys, wait a second. I think Bulwark is better, guys. Here's my argument. Bulwark is better than Airtight, okay? Because Airtight is only 5% combo resistance. Now, Bulwark is also 5% combo resistance because we have 2% all damage and then 3% combo, right? So it's already 5% combo. But on top of that, Bulwark is reducing all other damage by 2% as well. It's the resistance. Now, this effect right here, this extra 2% all damage resistance is actually challenging the average damage reduction that we get here. This is around like 4%, right? So around 4%. So 4% versus 2% damage resistance. So basically the difference is gonna be like only 2% damage reduction, right? So Airtight is, in terms of damage reduction, is only 2% better if you compare just with the first effect. Now, would you take, instead of that 2% of extra little bit of damage reduction, would you take this effect? The secondary effect that whenever you are getting hit by combo or even basic attack, right, you instantaneously gain 10% less damage, plus on top of that you are doing 20% more smite damage. So 2% reduction versus this effect. In my opinion, I would take this. I would take this. In my opinion, I would take this. Should I buy Bulwark from shop or wait for Delta 2? I think you can wait for Delta 2. There's no reason to rush. Who knows, the steel skin number 2 is actually busted good. Who knows? Or it might be bad. We only have, it's only 2 months remaining, I think, for Delta 2, so it's close, right? Yeah, Bulwark. Okay, so Bulwark is better. For sure. Yes. Tidebreaker is better, for sure. It's just more boost. Cleaver versus Demolisher. Now we know that this effect doesn't trigger in the first skill cycle, right? So when Sun Tzu Prime casts his skill, he will max stack this, but unfortunately that skill is not gonna hit harder because it starts from the next turn. So only the secondary commander is benefiting from this. And also on open field, you cannot connect these 5 seconds. It's gonna be very, very tough. So you are basically only benefiting half from this effect, which is ignoring 12.5% HP, not 25. Same with the rage gain speed, you will be benefiting only around half of it, because total you will be getting 7 seconds of rage gain speed, but most likely you're just gonna be end up attacking someone during 3 or 4 seconds, so that's also another half. So in terms of rage gen, I would say Demolisher is kind of like a similar, closer here. But Demolisher has a higher chance of hitting very, very hard if this is proccing during your AoE. I would rank charges like insane. Charge is absolutely busted good, actually. Charge is absolutely busted good. So I would just use charge on most of my marches on the field. And if I were to choose a legendary, then I could go for Demolisher. But then again, on my wish list, now I would put the Tidebreaker. So here's the things you guys also mentioned in the chat as well. Here is the play. I'm not gonna use Cleaver on the field, but I will use Charge. This is absolutely insane, broken. Like, this is the best blue inscription, must have blue inscription. For the first time, we are seeing a blue inscription that is a must have. Nothing beats the nothing other normal inscription will beat this charge. So you get this, and then on your wish list you put the Tidebreaker because it's just more boost. So now you're casting your skill faster, and then with the Tidebreaker you are hitting harder. And I wouldn't worry about Cleaver on the field. I would just keep using charge, right? I would just keep using charge. And if yeah man, that's the answer. Wish list, Tidebreakers all the way, all the time, and then charge. Now, for someone who already has Demolisher, right? I know there are gonna be people who has Demolisher and thinking about converting to Cleaver. If you are a Rally Garrison leader, yes, you are converting your Demolisher to Cleaver. If you are not Rally Garrison leader, then you are not converting. If you are open field player, you are good with Demolisher. You're good with Demolisher, because I would say Demolisher is ever so tiny touch better than Raider. It's tiny touch better. The charge is becoming very, very close to Demolisher though. It's actually kind of insane. So no need to convert your Demolisher on open field. And on your instrument slots, if you don't have Demolisher, you are stacking charge. And for your wish list, you are putting Tidebreaker. I think that's it. Now, as for Bulwark, I would take Bulwark on the field. It's actually kind of good. I would probably take 2 Tidebreakers before I wishlist the instrument, to be honest. Yes. So if you have 2 marches, everything is gonna be Tidebreaker. So you are getting 2 Tidebreakers before you anything to do with the Demolisher. So this Cleaver is the very, very last priority, right? It just goes to the last. It's when you have everything else and you have nothing else to do, you are getting Cleaver just in case maybe you become Rally Garrison later or something like that. Right? So that is the answer on these 3. Now, Toppler versus Dominate. Wait. I have Toppler. Hold on a second. Oh no, I cannot. I cannot do this, right? Yeah, the match is not over. Someone asked if this Toppler 20% increased smite damage. Is this like a bonus or like a multiplier? I always thought this was bonus as a debuff, but just to make sure everything is like crystal clear, I just wanted to test this by hitting a barb. Wait, I've already hit it. I've already tested this. I've already hit a barb earlier before I start the stream. Yeah, there we go. My Sun Tzu Ivar, I was hitting barb. Poplar. Yeah, vulnerable vitals, right? So we are applying vulnerable vitals. Boom. Smite damage received. Okay, so this is a bonus. I see. Here I Ivar cast it. Yeah. So this is a bonus. Okay. This bonus, which is actually good. It's still good. Not as powerful as multiplier, but this is still good. Cleaver has no cooldown. It's not better for the open field. Demolisher has a cooldown. It's 10 seconds, but in the end, Demolisher will end up proccing almost every your skill cycle. Because, you know, even though it says 10 seconds of cooldown, again, on open field, you are going back and forth. So if you proc this in the first turn, this effect will end up refreshing by the time you're casting your skill the second time, right? That's the idea. So it's not as bad on open field. It's actually quite good. Cleaver is, yeah, all of you are benefiting everything by half. Let's see. Yeah, but it's the cleaver is kind of like a situational, right? Same with goes. No, yeah, the cleaver is kind of situational. You are only benefiting from half. So the idea here is, again, if you're an open field guy and if you're already running Demolisher, that is good enough. That's good enough. No need to change. But your wish list, you are changing this. That's the idea. No need to convert your Demolisher to cleaver. That is the idea. Right, and this one goes to the last priority. Now, Toppler. Dominate has a lot of problems on the open field as well. First of all, this 20% is actually a debuff. It is separate multiplier, but this is a debuff. So you are applying a target with this debuff, but that target runs away. You change your target. So this is not good. And also other marches is not gonna benefit from this as well. So in that sense, Dominate is getting useless on the field, because if the troops are above 50%, you are most likely not gonna benefit them from this quite a lot. I mean, there is a chance you will still benefit from this, and then you will cast your skill during this debuff on that exact target that you applied this debuff. But the chances are, you know, all over the place. Now this 30%, if the enemies are below 50%, you will benefit from this as well. Because it's not a debuff, you are just having increased 30% damage during that instance. This is a separate multiplier, so if this happens to be gets procced during your active skill cycle, it's gonna hit like a truck. It's gonna be insane amount of damage. But then again, it's many conditions. Toppler, on the other hand, if you are running multiple topplers on the field, you are applying this 20% damage taken debuff on AoE fashion on everybody, and then everybody who is running Smite is doing 20% increased damage non-stop all the time. So Toppler is very reliable source, right? It's very reliable. You basically, all of the Bai Chis and Liu Cheis are applying this debuff on almost all of the enemies at the same time, and everybody is refreshing each other's debuff on those targets. So everybody is benefiting. Everyone benefits from here. This one is only you benefiting, and if the targets again, you switch the target, like you lose this 20% debuff because it's only you benefiting. So this is gonna be insanely good in the rally garrison, but on open field, I'm kind of leaning towards Toppler, man. I'm kind of leaning towards Toppler. If you really wanna have a dominate, then yeah, I guess you could have one dominate, right? But I would still say that you should have. I recommend that you have a couple of topplers, or your march still has to have at least one toppler, because you apply this debuff and then the other march that you have the dominate on will have a different buff here. So because they are different effects, they are not gonna cancel each other out, but they are gonna add each other, and they are work together. That's the idea. But the toppler is still looking kind of good though. If I were to buy inscription for flag right now, what would I pick? I wouldn't pick anything. I would just wait for Delta 2. Who knows? Delta 2 is gonna give us like much better flag. Who knows? So I would wait. It's only 2 months. I'm very close. Yeah, like Bulwark is now, we know that Bulwark is gonna be better than Airtight, right? I would prefer Bulwark over Airtight. It's just better. But I would just wait for Delta. That's the play. I mean, this inscription shards, right? This is not gonna go anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. So that would be the play. By the way, again, Woodsy, thank you so much for. Are you still in the call? Yeah, you're still in the call. 18 minutes remaining. I think all of our testing are done. We now understand the pincer to fully. We now understand the pincer to fully. Let me catch up on chat, man. I've been yapping with myself so much that I haven't really checked out the chat for like a couple of minutes. Please, conclusion, Chef, I'm confused. I just gave the conclusion. You can rewind and watch. For the past few minutes, I've been talking about the conclusion. But also, don't you worry, guys. I will make a separate video on everything. But just in case, I gave the conclusion as well here in the live stream. Do a mixed match. Yeah, mixed match is quite good. If you are mixed matching, I would say that I would get only one dominate. So I'm gonna get only one dominate, and all of the rest is gonna be topplers. That's how I would mix match. I wouldn't have only one toppler and then the rest is dominate, right? Because I do prefer toppler, actually. Bulwark works great with, so Bulwark is gonna work great with any Smite March. If you have one infantry march, what would you suggest? I prefer Sun Tzu LC for one infantry. How about blues for a mix and match? The only blues that you will be interested in is the charge. Yeah, here. If you don't have Demolisher, right? If you don't have Demolisher and nor also Cleaver, charges must have. This is insane. All of the rest of the blues is self-explanatory. Vigor is just a straight up smaller version than this. This bolstered is 1% damage resistant, 3% combo resistant, so it's okay. I would take this. It's a fine. Or like I can still use this 3.5% HP. It's still good. It's still fine. You don't have to be like going insane over this. But Bulwark is kind of decent. Here charge again, and here bludgeon is good. If you don't have, of course, if you do not have the legendary, right? You can use the bludgeon. Oh, wait a second. Imploder versus bludgeon. Yeah, Imploder also kind of like applies a debuff, right? It's also team play. But bludgeon is whenever you are dealing smite damage, it has a 60% chance to ignore 30% of troops hit. I would actually prefer Imploder again. This is again like a solo performance thingy. And also this can proc off of instant proc small smite damage, right? So whenever this is gonna proc with your small smite damage, it's gonna go on a cooldown, and even if you are ignoring 30% of that troop's defense, the 300 instant proc damage is not gonna hit harder. So it's gonna get wasted. But Imploder, on the other hand, even if this is gonna get procced by those small smite damage, you are applying this debuff for 2 seconds, so all of your other 4 marches will be hitting that target harder for 2 seconds, including not only all your other 4 marches, but your other allies as well. Your other allies will be hitting that target harder for 2 seconds. So overall, this Imploder is, I would say, much better than Bludgeon on the field. Which one is better for PT system? It is the Emblem. Go for Emblem. One of the features of the new flag is that if you're targeted and run away, it will protect you. Oh yes, that's exactly. It's kind of good. I would never use conversion stones on blue inscriptions for scroll, so it doesn't really matter. Yes. By the way, guys, there's only one case where you are using conversion stones on blue, and that is charge. You have to have this. This is absolutely insane. In fact, guys, I think, like, wait a second. I think I will have some, hold on now, like, should I open up some armaments and stuff and fix my stuff? Do we do this event now, or what do you guys think? I could use some 100 transmutation stones, easy. 50 legendary armaments, easy. I could do this. I have everything. I have 400 transmutation stones and 124 formation choice chests, so it's easy. Actually, hold on a second. I need to change my wish list. There we go. Now this is the play. This is the play. Yeah, also it's better for me to put the Toppler on my Baichi, by the way. I need to change that. So I don't have Raider here. I don't have Raider, but I do have Imploder. Hold on a second. Legendary. Yeah, instrument. Let's see. Let's see if I have something that I can convert. Blue inscription. That I can get to charge. Yep, I can convert this. I could technically convert this, but nah, I think I converted this from somewhere, so I don't want to reconvert it. So I will definitely I can definitely convert this. And I'm missing one more charge though. I want to have one more charge. Where can I have one more charge? Do I really not have? I mean, sword, no, it's good on Qin Shi Huan. Positive is good on Arthur. Do I sacrifice this? I mean, I'm not using my Siege March all the time anyways. Hello, Bilik. Toppler to dominate, Raider to charge. Toppler to dominate, no. Raider to charge, yes. I think I got what you say. Is if you're rally garrison, full pincer 2. If you field, go for flag and emblem, pincer 2 and other from pincer 1, right? Yes, exactly. That's the case. I mean, I'm gonna be making a video which I will just explain everything like in a orderly fashion, so you guys can expect that as well. Guys, no need to rush, guys. Please don't rush right now. Like, don't go ahead and convert everything right now, right? I will be making a video. Most likely it's gonna get posted tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna get posted tomorrow. So just watch that video and, you know, just take your time. No need to rush. In Rise of Kingdoms, we don't rush. Also, watch other YouTubers as well. Maybe I missed some points, right? Watch others, like collect all of the information, then make a decision. Is it possible, since combo AoE triggers not just basic attack damage, maybe warding is off any damage including basic attack, it triggers like above that 200 basic attack? We just tested the combo attack does trigger Bulwark. We just tested that. Chef, I need a big help to choose which to convert. In Rally Garrison situation, in Rally Garrison you have to convert all. Just open 50 and you get blue 1. Yeah, I think I'll do. I'm gonna wait for final videos, thanks. Yeah, that's a good idea. If I only run one infantry march, is dominate the play to boost its damage or keep Toppler for debuff? No, you so here's the thing, you are not converting Toppler into dominate, okay? That's just it. You are not converting it. If you have already Toppler, then just stay there, right? Because your conversion stones are better utilized somewhere else. We are expecting Delta 2 as well, right? We gotta remember that. So yeah, not converting Toppler to dominate. Toppler is still good. Now, if you are now choosing an autarch, you could get yourself one dominate, right? You could get yourself one dominate and have one dominate in your arsenal, armament arsenal, and be good with it. Only reason I converted to dominate was the extra boost. If you think about it, it's 20% extra boost. Yasing, you have already converted, my man. I keep telling you, please don't rush. Dominate is gonna be great in Rally Garrison, but we just found out very, very big weaknesses on the field, right? Better buy balanced or bulwark from the shop. I would go for bulwark. But again, on the flag, if you already have the enough coins, just wait. Maybe Delta 2 is gonna give us really good stuff. Bulwark is S+ tier. Well, let's see. So Steel Skin was an S+. Right? Steel Skin. Let's compare Steel Skin versus Bulwark and see. That will give us the answer. Oh yeah, this is 6.5% damage reduction. You can have it all the time, plus 2% damage resistance. Here you already have the 2% resistance built in, plus 3% combo. So it's 6.5% damage reduction versus the extra effect. Five, 2. Let's say on open field, it's gonna be more like on average 2% damage reduction plus 4% damage, so it's about 6 on average. I think Bulwark and Steel Skin are kind of close, I would say. They're kind of close out in my book. Again, Steel Skin is a much more consistent source. Bulwark is not. Yeah, you can benefit from Bulwark when we are running away from enemies as well, right? Someone pointed that out. I think Adele pointed that out. So yeah, I think they were kind of in a similar situation, which means, yeah, I would put Bulwark in the same tier as Steel Skin. Steel Skin is still very powerful, so I wouldn't change, like, I wouldn't, like, demote Steel Skin just because of Bulwark. Bulwark and ring bonus equals 70%, yes. Bulwark's 20% is bonus, so yes. Lilith and description, I swear. Will be so situational for Bulwark. Yeah, but yo, by the way, Davor, I'm not sure if you were here or not, but the combo was proccing Bulwark. So it is not as bad as we thought. We're getting hit by combos quite a lot, especially now we're expecting a new combo AoE command there. There's gonna be a much... Why is it keep unclicking this? There you go. Oh man. I'm just gonna go here. Yeah. Yeah, this effect is okay. I would say like on average 2% less damage and then 4% damage bonus or something like that on the field, I would say, with all those situational stuff. It's okay. But at least we now know that this will, get triggered by combo. I did. In the maneuver, they first forgot the word damage, and in Bulwark, they added it while it shouldn't. Yes, indeed. I mean, it says whenever the wielder troop is hit by basic attack, right? It should be something like that. Description should be something like that. Wielder troop is hit by basic attack. In that case, it would be basic attack plus combo. We understand it. But here, it receives basic attack damage. So we thought it's only from basic attack, but that wasn't the case. Has charge also significantly rage boost on Sun Tzu Prime Bai Chi March, or Sun Tzu Prime Liu is just stronger with it? So charge is benefiting both, okay? Let me show you this. Charge benefits both. But charge is going to benefit Sun Tzu Bai Chi ever so slightly more. Because Liu Jie already has a rage engine, which is the combo attack, right? So like if everything like procs here, right? If everything procs here, then you don't have a extra room to benefit from the charge, because now you are gonna over rage, right? But Bai Chi has a little bit less rage engine, so Bai Chi has a little bit tiny touch less risk of overaging. But again, this difference is very, very minuscule that you are not gonna tell the difference on the open field. Both Sun Tzu Bai Chi and both Sun Tzu LC is going to benefit from charge. Every smite march, whoever it is, every smart march is gonna benefit from charge. So charge is just a must-have. So Bulwark is triggered also by common combo attacks, since combo attacks are also normal damage. Yeah, combo attack triggers an effect caused by basic attacks, right? So yes, Bulwark gets triggered by combo attacks. See, guys, so yeah, the reason why we test these exact mechanics is just because of the wording stuff. Whenever we see a description on anything in Rise of Kingdoms, right, that's what we are understanding lately. Whenever we see a description, whether if it's commander skills or armaments or whatever, we have to double check and test these to actually understand what that means, because most of the time the description is not really as we are thinking. Guys, also same thing is like this one, guys. This advantage advanced, this 10% more damage, right? This is not a bonus, but this is a separate multiplier. So which is why there's just so many this type of small things in Rise of Kingdoms that requires a testing before we reach a conclusion. That's why whenever I'm trying to make a guide video, right? Whenever a commander or armament or whatever, I need to test them first and then I post the video. It might take me some time, but at least, you know, we are delivering correct information, so to say. Do counterattacks trigger the Bulwark? No. We tested it, it doesn't. I want to know Belic's opinion on this. Sorry for asking several times. Yeah, I've been getting asked that question a lot, so I'm gonna be making a video later anyway, so stay tuned for that. But if you really want to know right now, you can rewind the live, and then, you know, I was talking about the conclusion at some point in later. So I don't want to keep talking it over and over again. I hope you understand, man. I hope you understand. That question is coming every time. Every like 2 minutes. Should I convert Hunter to Advantage Advanced on Chen Shihuan? Yes. Yes. Advantage Advanced is a god tier inscription. Much better than Hunter. So yes. Cleaver is a guaranteed buff for secondary active skill. Meanwhile, Demolisher can proc in small smite damage and miss AoE, right? Yes, but even if it's proccing from small damage, you are gaining 100 rage. That's what makes Demolisher powerful, right? Even if it's getting procced by small damage, you are gaining 100 rage. This is gonna shave off 1 second. But if it's happened to be during your active skill cycle where you're ignoring defense, then your active skill is just gonna hit much harder. But you're not gonna gain this rage, right? So there is no lose-lose situation when it comes to Demolisher. It's only win-win situation when it comes to Demolisher. A Cleaver is all win-win situation in Rally Garrison, but when it comes to open field, your primary commander is losing, nothing benefits, nothing. Your secondary commander, yeah. It's yeah. So it's kind of like it's losing half of the value. And that is not making enough reason for you to use 10 conversions to convert your Demolisher to Cleaver, right? That's the idea. That instrument blue might be better than Demolisher. That thought is killing me. I would rate Charge is being very close to Demolisher, but I would still prefer Demolisher, I would say. I would still prefer Demolisher. Yeah, Charge is coming very close. But I would still put Demolisher a little bit higher. Should I choose Balanced or Maneuver for Qinshi? A Maneuver is more of a Garrison. Yeah, it's more of a Garrison or more of a normal marches. On Qinshi, you don't use Maneuver or Balanced. Both of them very bad. It's best to use Ballista or like the other stats like Vitality or like Brawler, right? Or Assertive. These type of normal inscription better. Ballista is absolutely no. Same goes with Balanced, absolutely no. Okay, guys, here's the thing. We're gonna do this event. I want to try to get myself some charge. Okay, so now I understand charge is insane. I don't have Demolisher or Cleaver, so I don't have to worry about those aspects. But I'll try to get some charge, and I already have a charge. But I want to get one more because I have 2 Smites. So we'll open up some boxes and do some transmutations and try to craft a good stats. Before that, I'll be right back, grabbing myself another water because my voice is feeling dry, and quick restroom break. BRB. All right, I'm back. Okay, so the first one is login. I need to obtain 50 legendary armaments, right? So let's just open 50 chests and claim all these. And then after that, we are doing transmutation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna open some boxes for my PINCER. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm just gonna go 10 by 10. I'm just gonna open my legendary. I'm gonna only open 50, okay? I'm gonna save the rest for next time, but only for this event. Guys, also Delta is coming in, so I want to save my chests as well. A few days ago, I got a legendary to complete my 4th set. Chef, I bless you with my luck. Thank you, man. Daniel. And also, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. If you all... Oh my god. If you all only have 1 charge, I don't know which to put on. Put it on the March. Don't put it on your Sun Tzu. Okay, so Sun Tzu is good enough. Put it on your other March. Alright, let's go. Open and pincer, right? Yes, wish list. Let me just double check. Check my wish list again. I did change it, but just in case, you know. Yes, this. I already have a rattling here. The other one, I also have the rattling as well. Yeah. Let us go. Pincer. Okay. Come on. Come on, give me a charge. Wait, what is the charge is on instrument, right? I don't know which one is the instrument slot. Okay, what do you have? Enduring. 3% more current attack damage of all types. Okay, not really needed, not bad. I'm not really familiar with this icons though. Troop deals 1% extra damage. I might save that. Let's see if I have good stats. This is a good stat. What is this? Is a flag, right? This is emblem. This is instrument. This is scroll, right? Charges instrument, the horn. Yeah, this is the charge, right? So this is the instrument. This is scroll. This is flag, and this emblem. Okay, now I'm familiar with this. Yo, this is actually good. This is flag inscription. Now I'm gonna lock this. Yeah, this is flag. I can inscribe this with the legendary one later. This is good enough stats in my book. So I'll lock this. War Flames. 1% extra damage. I don't think I need to lock this. I don't think I need to lock this. I have other stuff. I have assertive and stuff. I don't really need this. Enduring is... Nah, it's on the emblem. Nah. Okay. I'm gonna recycle this. Okay. Next 10. Insert. Oh, I got the double inscription. Unfortunately, the instrument, we are still not seeing anything. These are the flags. Let me check out the flags. If we have good stats. No. Now, this emblem is nah. This is scroll is nah. Let's see. Enduring again. Nah. Evasive. And hardy. Oh, okay, this is decent enough tanky. 1% less damage and then 3.5% HP. I'll take it. I'll take it. This is on an emblem, so yeah, this is okay. This is good enough. I probably have some blue inscriptions on emblem anyways, but I'll just take it. I'll just take it. I already have blue inscriptions on my infantry march as well. Okay, let's go. This is the third. Unfortunately, no inscription at all. Nothing. Nah. Nah. No good stats. Oh, why did I lock that? Okay. Now this is fourth. No inscriptions at all. Let me check out the stats and if we see if we have a good stat. Nah. Nope. Okay. Now this is the last one, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, the last 10 bucks. Come on, man. Give me one more charge. Guys, I'm actually thinking about converting my siege stuff to charge because charge is just overpowered. Screw siege. Siege is good enough without that. All right. Come on. Nah, we just got a scroll. 1.5% more normal damage, but I'm gonna recycle this because I know that I have blues on scrolls, so I don't really need that. Let me check out the stats. Nope. Okay. Now I need to use 100 transmutation stones. This will be easy, guys. So here's here's what I'm thinking. Okay, here's what I do. Instrument, rare. Yeah, so I can convert this a lot. So no questions asked. Let me convert this. Okay, this is no question. So if you're a similar situation me, you don't ask question. Charge is it's just better. There you go. Charge. No questions asked. Yep. There you go. Now we will fix this. Now the second conversion is I'm actually thinking about converting this, guys. What do you guys think? Wait, let me make a poll. Let me make a poll, okay? Do I sacrifice my siege for a charge? Okay, I think I'm gonna do it, but just I'm curious what you guys think. I'm kind of curious. Screw siege. I can probably put something else here. Easiest yes of my life. 92% currently saying yes. I mean, I kind of agree. I'm not playing like a siege all the time, right? Siege is very situational for me. I'm not doing that all the time. Charge is way better than Boil and Blood. Yes, it's just charge is no questions asked. If you have something that you can convert to charge, you just do it. Do a line shot there. Unfortunately, I don't think I have line shot, but that's actually a good idea. I will fix my siege stuff later. Okay, I understand, guys. I understand. Yeah. Let's sack this. This is gonna be a sacrificial stuff. Yeah, I've already been transmuting this, right? So it is a bit of a inefficient thing that I'm doing, right? But this, oh no, not Raider, holy crap, charge, yeah. Yeah, this charge is good enough reason. Charge is good enough reason. Yep, I'm doing it. Goodbye. There you go. Okay, now it's time for us to convert. We need to use 100 transmutation stones, but probably I will end up using more. So, guys, we need that stuff. We need that instrument rare. Yeah, so if we take a look into my instruments, right? Rare, special, common. Yeah, I don't really have much. Right, look at this here. I do have brutal. I have great stats, but it's not good enough. Here I have vengeful. Stat is meh. Vengeful is also meh. Okay. Okay, let's start from this. Transmit. Unlock everything. Here we go. Do all damage, hopefully. I'll take HP or all damage, whatever the highest I'll take. Okay, let's go. I have 400. We have way more than enough. Oh my god, 405 transmutation stones. I think we have enough to fix both of these. Alright, that's first the infantry stuff, but I am looking for better infantry. 0.6 attack, nah. Oh, did I just... Oh, no. I just used the transmutation stuff. Okay. Come on, give me infantry stuff. 2.5% attack. I think I'll take it, and then I'll lock it. Yeah, this is a good idea. I gotta remember that I need to work on 2 of these. I have a limited amount of reset stuff, right? So I'm gonna lock this, and then let's try to get some more. Nope. That is a good stat, but nope. 1.8% HP is... Nah. Nah. Oh, okay, 2.6% HP. Guys, I'm gonna lock this and let us try to get a defensive stat here, okay? Again, we need to work on the other stuff, so if you wanna min-max, we will come back later. I'm gonna lock this. Reset. Yeah, there goes another reset stone. Come on. Come on. Ah, man, 1.5%. Okay, I will leave this like this, okay? This is okay. So at least we fixed the stats. Now, we still have to work on this guy, which is, again, it doesn't have the infantry stats at all. Look at this. So let's work on this. Let me close the poll. Did I close the poll? Yeah, I did. Okay. Transmit. Yep. Come on. Triple stat. We did got a triple stat, but it's a siege. Siege is quite salty. That I sacked siege. Oh, wow. This is a good stats. I need infantries, though. 2.6% attack. I guess I'll lock that. I guess I'll lock this as well. And then I'm locking this. Let's try to get some defense. Okay. We did not have to use transmutation stones. I think I'm good, man. I think I'm not gonna go reset and try to get more stats. I think I'm fine with this. It's not optimal, but I'm good. I think I'm good. Because I still need to save up my stones for the delta. Let's see if we have used enough stones. No, we still need to use 14 more stones. So I guess we still have some chance. Okay, we still have some chance. Let's use a little bit more and try to get a little bit more. So I wanna try rolling this 1.5% defense. Yeah. So I will press this 3 times. Okay, I'll press this 3 times. 2, 3. There you go. No luck. Now we have used 100 stones. There we go. Got all the rewards. Now let me fix my stuff. Actually, I'm gonna use imploder here. Yes. And I will use the less tanky here because my Sun Tzu is tanky enough. Yes. Looking good. Let me save this. Pincer 1. There you go. Now my Bai Chi is getting the toppler. Oh no. And it's getting the other charge. What do I have here? This is a flag. Oh man, I have the airtight though. But I'm not gonna convert this, man. I'm not gonna convert this. I still need to wait for the I still need to wait for Delta 2. So I'm not in a rush. I mean, Eclipse is okay. 2.5% less of all types of damage, right? Skill combo smite. So this is good. Let me save this. Pincer 2. There you go. Looking good. You still have 4 tries in there, bro, on the previous. Let's see. Oh, not this one. Oh, not this one. Where's that? Yeah. You mean here? This is 0. Ah! Oh, yeah. I have 1 remaining, but I'm not gonna use anymore. I think I'm gonna save my stuff in expectation for Delta. I don't think I need to rush. I'm good enough. It's okay. 1.5 is not ideal, but I'm good enough. I guess I could use 1 because I have 1 remaining. And then I don't want to use my reset. So let's just click 1 and see. Nope. It's fine. It's whatever. But it's looking great, man. My stuff is looking great now. Absolutely great. Yeah, I have the equipment. I am going to... This slot right here is... I have nothing here, but I guess it's fine. It's fine. My siege is gonna do decent anyways. Let me upgrade my Sunset Canyon. Yeah, map equipment. There you go. It's fine, guys. It's fine. We have used a lot of our luck when we were crafting, but it is fine. Alright, guys. Anyways, I think I am all out of time for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the video because I will be, you know, I am going to be making a video. Now, before you go, let me see who else is streaming so that I can send you guys over to continue having some fun. Let's see. Optimization, redirect. Hey, Cheese is streaming. Cheese is actually doing some tasting. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Cheese. Say hello to Cheese. Guys, again, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next time. Have a great day. Peace. Yo, Zeus, welcome back to the kitchen crew. Been blessed, learned a lot. Yes, thank you again. All right, I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow.